You know that feeling you get just before a big moment? That feeling of excitement and nervous energy? Every Italian everywhere was pulling for Team Italy before the World Baseball Classic. It was off to Taiwan for this historic WBC journey, but not until after a pre-tournament camp in Arizona and a 20-hour flight from the US to Taichung. This was a new setting, someplace many players could only dream of visiting. As players settled into their new digs, they experienced a calm before the storm. Team Italy was placed in a bracket with Cuba, Panama, the Netherlands, and home team Chinese Taipei. On paper, there were no easy games. No matter how many big league players, no matter how much pride in their heritage, international baseball in a foreign land is grueling, and the pressure was on for the Azzurri. Will this be the moment that defines baseball in Italy for generations? Not just playing in the WBC, but performing well enough to advance to the quarterfinals and beyond. Is this the moment that places Team Italy among the very best baseball countries like the US and Japan? Like generations of family that came before, Team Italy was not just representing their heritage, they were playing for the future, for something bigger than each of them. Every pitch and hit, every win and setback were moments in time meant to inspire the growth of the game. This was undeniably one of the most important periods in Italian baseball history.
This is an Italy team that's got a lot of names, a lot of young talent, and a Hall of Famer at the helm. So with 2 out, it remains second and third for Luis Robert Jr.
All Luis Robert's thinking there right now is he sees something with the plate. Maybe swing, yeah, he sees something with the middle of the plate.
There it is, and he bounces it out to short. Quick and clean pick by David Fletcher, and Vinny Pasquantino doing the stretch on the back end, and the bases juiced for Brett Sullivan. Swing and a fly ball out into right. Moving to the alleyway, Guibert there to put it away. Tagging at third, Sal Frelick will score easily. Pasquantino into third. It's a run-scoring sacrifice fly for Brett Sullivan. Work against Alfredo Desmano, who had his first hit of the Classic back in the fourth. Great Tua called strike three at the knees at 91. And back-to-back strikeouts to start the night. Cespedes reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth inning. He is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to short in the second. Grounder out to short again. 1, 2, 3, inning over. And he got a little arena to start the second. 3-2 is tagged to center, and that's down for a base hit. And it gets all the way past Deluzio to the wall. Flying around second base, Arrubarena will dig for third. He's got himself a leadoff triple in the seventh. The tying run now at the plate for Cuba. And the pitch grounded out through the middle, a base hit. And Cuba is onto the board. An RBI single for Lorenzo Quintana. And it is a one-run game in the bottom of the seventh. So 2 outs, and the guy who scored the only run for Cuba tonight, Arisbel Barbaro Arrubarena, into the batter's box. And he drives this one down the right field line, slicing toward the strike. It's fair, and we're all tied up.
Got 6 cups of water right there. Look at this big fella.
Extra runner out of second base. Do you bunt? Runner off with the pitch, and he's just going to snag third. Sal Frelick, seeing that Yoan Moncada was drawn in, anticipating the bunt, just thought, all right, I'll just take it then. Long levers. Pitch comes home on 1-2. Liner back up the middle into center field. Italy's back into the lead. Don Valenti comes through, an RBI single. Italy 3 and Cuba 2. No arm into the game.
And as far as just feeling, yeah, it feels good to get one, but we have 4 in a row, so we can't rest too much. And I mean, dobbiamo giocare domani, so You play a team like Cuba, we know they're never gonna quit. They have experienced international hitters. They're smart. They play really smart baseball, experience. So I wasn't relaxed at all anytime during the game, and we gave them some momentum where we left a couple of guys on base. We didn't score and get that insurance run, but in the extra innings they really played and with enthusiasm and with energy, and I was very happy with that. So I mean, I'm happy for them, and you know, we don't have to qualify for the next Classic, which is good. So but we have a big game tomorrow. It doesn't get any easier. My facile.
First off, I really want to congratulate my team. The guys played extremely hard together. They had some frustrations. Obviously, a few situations we could have picked up an insurance run or two, but we didn't. But and we gave Cuba some hope there. Anytime they made great defensive play, it changed the momentum of the game, and I'm a big believer in momentum. As far as Matt Harvey, I felt the way he pitched out of the jam very effectively was a positive way to end. I think he didn't ask to come out of the game. He still wanted to go back out there for I think we could have thrown him another 10 pitches or so, but we decided to just go with the order. I mean, a few little hiccups. I mean, Ben came in, that was a really hard hit ball that turned into a triple. So we made a few mistakes, but we were fortunate enough that we battled on the mound, and the guys just really did a great job. We know the crowd is going to be into it. We know it's going to be loud. I don't think there's going to be one horn. I think there's going to be a lot of horns. So we just have to play our game. We have to play our game, and it's really a great experience for us. Last night was a difficult game, but I mean, we have to look at our position after playing Cuba and host Taipei in their own country to be 1-1. We are in a position to make our own destiny today.
Field and on the run. Nice grab out there by Po Young Long. 1 up, 1 down in the top of the first. David Fletcher awaits another 2-2 pitch on the way to him. And he lifts it in the air. Out to center. 2 gone. Left-handed hitting Kansas City Royals first baseman Vinny Pasquantino. 2 pitch on the way to him. And he crushes it out to left center field, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Perhaps it's cut off brilliantly out there by Wong, and the throw in is in time to get Pasquantino at second. Lynn, big drive, deep to right, gone! But it's moments like the City Royals infielders. And a bunt down, trying to squeeze home a run, and this game is tied. 2 outs. Potential go-ahead run in scoring position. And the center fielder, Ben DeLuzio, at the plate. And DeLuzio rips one to left center field. That's a base hit, and that'll give Italy the lead. DeLuzio around first, digging for second. Now around second, headed for third. And he's in there with an RBI triple. Runner off of the pitch. He will stay out of the double play as out number 2 comes at first base. Chen will take second. So we'll go back to the top of the order. Sung Chit Chung will take his second at bat of the night. Right side, not past the dive of Pasquantino and on to the right. Rendering third base is Chen, and this game is tied up. Back up the middle, that's a base hit. Po Young Wong, the great king, drives in. Another one, and Chinese Taipei adds to the lead, now 4-2.
They are firing right now over in that first base dugout.
Sky to the air, shallow left center. That'll get down for a base hit. Picked up out there by Chun, but a run will score. An RBI single for Nicky Lopez, and Italy cuts one off the deficit. It's 5-3. With 2 out and runners at the corners, brings up Miles Mastrobuoni. Lines this one to center field. A base hit for Miles Mastrobuoni. He continues to produce out of the 9th spot, and it is now a 5-4 game in the 4th. The way these at-bats and these innings have gone, we're going to be here all night. 9 combined runs now on 15 combined hits. Another rip, this one to right center field, and this is going to get this game tied and maybe more. Lopez scores, Mastrobuoni flying around third base. He is in. It's a 2-out, 2-run double for South Freelick, and Italy has erased the deficit and reclaimed the lead. Spot here, swinging a drive, high and deep right center. Gone! Yu Chang ties it up in the 6th.
He's played in the big leagues, but no bigger moment in his career in front of his home crowd.
Routine and a pinch hitter to the plate and a bouncing ball, slow rolling left side, tough play, and Chinese Taipei is into the lead. Quochen Fan, the pinch hitter comes through. Player on the field, 100% for Chinese Taipei. So 2 pinch hitters in this inning, both of whom have come through. Now a bouncer out to short. Fletcher to second for 1, on to first. In time for the 6-4-3 double play. Gilligalau, deep drive to center. Back on it is Deluzio at the wall. It's gone!
Gilligalau is 0 for 4 going into that at-bat. And runners on had to come up big moment in front of his home crowd. Look at him. The crowd know him, keeping them on their feet. 11-7 Chinese Taipei.
Out into explode out of this field in celebration. And the 2-2 pitch from Sung. Ball game.
It was in a very difficult environment to play.
Chinese Taipei win number 1.
Very unique. I still don't know what to think of it. I thought it was a little bit of a shock. But look, I mean, we calmed down, and I mean, Woods, aside from that home run, he pitched very well. I mean, that's just you have to give Taipei the credit there. I mean, they battled extremely hard. They were very difficult in those at-bats. We just couldn't seem to get that strikeout pitch. And look, I mean, they were obviously feeling the energy from the fans, and we gave up, those home runs. Those are really difficult to swallow because this field, I feel, was playing big. But it was what it was. I mean, we just couldn't seem to make the right pitch when we needed it, and we battled back. So I have to give my team credit. I mean, we gave them a difficult game, but unfortunately, we just couldn't seem to get that big out when we needed, like we did last night. So we have to come back tomorrow. It's not going to be easy. So we have 2 more games, and we have to buckle down to get past this bracket.
Italy's got the quick turnaround coming in today against Panama. This Panama team cruised through the qualifiers, made it here to the main tournament. Impressive win on night number 1. Now finding themselves back to the wall at 1-2. Runner off as that pitch was in the dirt, and a little bit of a misread by Ruben Tejada. Italian Nightmare, the nickname he was given by Royals Hall of Famer George Brett. Bouncer to first and a 3-6 double play. Really nice job over at first base by Erasmo Caballero. And Ruben Tejada, he is quite the prospect package in the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. Jose Ramos, deep left. Ramos leaving the yard. Something we saw him do in the qualifier in Panama City. Caballero. Liner out on a hop to second. Tough play. Fletcher, great adjustment there. 4-6-3, 2 gone.
Look at that right on cue. He can turn it better than anyone. We saw it last night at the shortstop position, and now on the right side of the infield.
By Panamanian pitching. Liner left side. Speared on one hop by Tejada. Go to first. What a play by the former big leaguer Ruben Tejada. We've talked so much about Italy's defense today. It's Panama's that comes up.
Brett Sullivan. Been banged up a little bit. He's not behind the plate.
First pitch, Sullivan back up the middle. Another dive by Tejada. Deflects off his glove. That deadens it enough to enable Fletcher to go first to third. Here comes Italy in the ninth. And now working in the bullpen as Javi Guerra deals with runners at the corner.
And guess who's on deck? Nicky Lopez. This is a big out right here.
John Valenti, 0-2. Swung on and missed.
You have to take that breath, and he executed, stayed on top of this pitch. Huge strikeout with Nicky Lopez coming up.
Nicky Lopez has been a force in this World Baseball Classic so far.
Big spot right here for Nicky Lopez.
2-2. Bounce back to the mound. Guerra, the former shortstop, to the bag for one on the first. Got him! And Panama wraps up the win.
It was a very frustrating game today. I think we had some opportunities. We obviously didn't take advantage of them. We had some runners in scoring position and just did not have good at-bats. And that's part of the game, but I think this was a situation where we really needed to concentrate a little bit more and get some better pitches to hit. But again, you have to give credit to Panama. They made some big pitches in the situations. And it's a frustrating day, especially after last night. So we'll find out what kind of emotion, what kind of spirit we have tomorrow. I think it really comes down to character for our team. I think we have a situation where everyone needs to be available. I think we have to let it all out, whether we win and can't really keep any sort of weapons in the holster. We have to go out there and really give everything we have and try to find a way to will it out and try to find a way to win, and hopefully the numbers work out for us.
The Netherlands, a simple equation. Win, and you're on to the next round. For Italy, you got to win and get some help. Tiebreakers are at play. Things are crazy. Fly ball deep to right field. Back on it and leaping at the wall. Unable to pull it in. Dominic Fletcher watches it sail out. Chadwick Trump, the Atlanta slugger out of the 9th spot, puts one out to give the Netherlands the lead.
Chadwick Trump showing that oppo power with some wind behind it. Up into that jet stream.
Right into the shift again. That thing took a weird hop off the lip. And what a pick out there by Miles Mastrobuoni. Tried to play it like a first baseman and throw it to a first baseman for the first out of the 4th. Ground ball out to second. 2 gone. On the ground up the middle. And Matt Harvey,
Great effort.
60 pitches through 4 strong innings, and 3 up, 3 down goes the Netherlands the first time. Fletcher charges one in the air to right field, back on it and playing it off the wall, no, over the wall. Ray Patrick Ditter throws the hands up. It's a leadoff ground rule double for Dominic Fletcher, and his coming out party continues. Terrific classic for the D-backs prospect. The cleanup man, Brett Sullivan. Out past Bogarts and down in center. A big pump of the fist to the first base dugout from Brett Sullivan, who has driven in the game-tying run in the 4th.
All of a sudden, Team Italy, those good vibes are back. Stringing some hits together. You see him doing it here, but he gets away.
And it's going to give Italy the lead. A wild pitch. 2-1 liner to center field. In for a base hit. Bendaluzio with an RBI knock. It's first and third. 3 runs home for Italy.
This guy right here, Bendaluzio, he was struggling. Now he comes out big at the blow this game open.
2 outs. They're at the corners. Go back to the top of the order in South Philly, the 8th man to bat in the inning. 1-0 right side and through a base hit. Frelick delivers a 4th run across and a 4-1 lead in the 4th.
And Bolsenbrook just doesn't have any answers for these Italian hitters.
So now it's another turn for Nicky Lopez, who has turned into an RBI machine. Lopez clubs another one into the alleyway in left center. Nicky Lopez continues to drive in runs for Italy as he's streaking to third with a 2-run triple. A day shy of his 28th birthday. He gives his team a 6-1 lead in the 4th.
Man, when there's runners on base, you do not want to face Nicky Lopez. He's absolutely on fire when it counts.
1-2 grounded right side, and it gets through the infield. Around third base scoring. Nope, dinner will hold, and they are loaded up.
Like Lasorsa is, you can see the numbers right here, pitching in A-ball and double-A. Put up some good numbers.
And
Going in, I knew that the bases loaded and there were no outs. And I really just had to take it pitch by pitch. And I just had to pound strikes. And once I got the first out, I was like, okay, I can work with that. And then once the second out came, it was like, okay, this is gonna happen. And then once the third out came, it like had to process. I was like, wait a minute, we just got out of that. And then I just exploded. And I wanted to give the people something to cheer for. I wanted to give our team something to rally behind. I really wanted to show that there was energy and passion on this team. And I'm really glad that we all came together and we ended up getting that win against
the
them.
sixth of the night. This is Bogart's in the air to right. Fletcher there, two gone. Petey Gregorius to shift on against him.
See, Petey Gregorius going against the scouting report.
No balls and 2 strikes on Jonathan Scope, who is 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. And Italy is 3 outs away from cleaning this thing up. 1 out, 2 on in the pursuit of insurance, and Italy may have just gotten it. Sal Frelick is 3rd hit of the night. Around 3rd inning to score is John Valenti, the pinch runner. A 6-run lead for the Italians, who may be steamrolling their way toward Tokyo. 2 gone.
Doesn't get any easier. Either Dominic Fletcher coming to the plate.
1-2. Drive in the air. Out to left. Profar tracking it. Oh, what a catch on the dive by Jurickson Profar to save at least 2 more. 5 teams on the verge of 2-2 in Pool A. Got him! Italy celebrating as though they are off to Tokyo, and we don't know it yet.
Wow, what an upset. We went into this with all that Major League talent, with Xander Bogaerts anchoring that offense. And they have been shut down by Mike Piazza and Team Italy.
The reaction from the guys in blue, the Azzurri, is any indication they believe they are off to Tokyo. Cuba was the other team that looked to be in very good position. And look at that reaction as they look at the unofficial calculations on the video board in left field. And Mike Piazza in disbelief with his guys. What a moment.
This was, it was something special, man. We talked about it before the game. We talked about it this whole week, what we had to do. You know, we won the first one and then we lost the next 2, but it was all laid out right in front of us. We knew what we had to do and we did it, and such a team effort. Everyone put forth, you know, gave it their all, and we're so proud to wear Italia on our chest. And, you know, I just try to see a ball up, try to take a good swing at it, and I found some grass. It feels awesome, man. It's awesome. We've been talking about it since we visited Italy this offseason, and now it's here. So it's a dream come true.
I'm so happy for this group. I'm so happy that they chose to represent the country of their fathers, grandfathers, grandmothers. I think it's great for Italy. I think it's great for baseball, and I'm honored to be part of this team. And these guys never quit, and we know it's not going to get easier, but we're going to enjoy this moment tonight. I myself did not feel that we were in until kind of the game was over. I mean, I knew we scored some runs and we were trying to hold them to that 1 run, but until they put it up, I wasn't relaxing at all. But fortunately, we had enough to get by, and it's a great day. It's a great day for, as I said, baseball, for this team, and for Italy. I mean, Italian baseball, because if we didn't win tonight, we would have to re-qualify, and I think it'd be very, very difficult to have to re-qualify for this tournament. So for me as a manager, sono molto contento perché non mi sono qualificato la prossima volta. So, sono contento. Sono partita del Giappone incredibile, difficile, ma abbiamo incredibile emozione e tanto entusiasmo e anche incredibile. E io sono tanto orgoglioso di questa squadra. E anche il mio cuore è molto mi fa diventare pazzo questo partito, ma avanti, Forza Italia. Thank you all. Thank you.
Ci dobbiamo aspettare 50.000 persone a tifare per la loro nazionale. Questo è un gruppo di ragazzi che ci può regalare qualsiasi sorpresa, qualsiasi cosa strana, tra virgolette. Partiamo underdog anche sto giro, sfavoriti. E niente, a noi ci piace di più forse quando siamo in un momento su cui siamo sfavoriti. La comfort zone agli italiani non piace molto.
Getting out of the first round and moving on to play Japan in the quarterfinals is exactly what Mike Piazza and the boys hoped for. It didn't come easy, but what does for the Italians? They had to work for it, and it was a nail-biting experience even for us fans around the world. No matter the outcome, Italy was in the Elite Eight, playing Japan in the Tokyo Dome against Otani. And by the way, the quarterfinal game drew a WBC record 38 million viewers, and 48% of the households in Japan watched the game. Madon! It was lights, camera, action for the Azzurri. And these young players performed in the biggest game in their careers so far.
We're a team right now. We fell into like a little bit of a rut after the shutout, but at the same time, we found another way of attacking and being a very aggressive team at the plate and then pitching outstanding. So coming from Taiwan and playing against team Chinese Taipei, we're going to get exactly that here. We're going to get a team that it's going to be loud in the stadium and they're going to be aggressive at the plate, and we have to be locked down in every field.
One more battle, another look at Shohei Ohtani back in his home country, back in a Samurai Japan uniform. Based on the first 4 games, he is ready for the moment. For Italy, Mike Piazza says, we're just playing pepper. They haven't shown a ton of power yet up to this point. Italy, no home runs, just the 3rd team to make it to this point in a World Baseball Classic without going deep.
Shohei Ohtani's 2nd start here in the World Baseball Classic. First one against China, he was terrific.
His first strike out of the tournament. Ryan Castellani, 26 years old, last year in AAA with Las Vegas for most of the year. Pokes it out into left field. A leadoff base hit. Ohtani with a rocket cut right behind the bag.
And Mike Piazza and his coaches wanted the shift, and they have just gained themselves a huge out.
In the air, foul territory, left side. David Fletcher makes the play. Castellani now has to contend with the reigning MVP in NPB, Munetaka Murakami. Castellani's 3-2. Called strike 3. 2 away. 2-2. Vito Friscia. He delivers the 1-2 and has his 3rd punch out. Ohtani bunts it to the left side, fielded by Lasorsa. The throw is wide and gets away. Kondo at 3rd. In the win against Australia, the turning point of the game was when Ohtani hit one about 500 feet. On the other end of the spectrum, you got a bunt single for a base hit. Will this be another turning point? Move Kondo into scoring position with less than 2 out for the new Boston Red Sox outfielder Masadako Yoshida. Ground ball up the middle. Good stop is short. It will score a run, but a fantastic play to keep it on the infield.
All the shifting.
One more time, Lasorsa to Okamoto. He hangs back and puts it in the air to left field. That ball is gone! The Yomiuri Giant in a big moment in the bottom of the third.
They find a way and press and bunt and run. They know that the boppers will show up, and there it is again on display.
Fourth. 3-1. Fly ball to left field. Yoshida back at the track, at the wall. And he makes the catch. Mastrobuoni gave that one a ride. Halo versus Halo. Ohtani and David Fletcher. And Fletcher with a little cue ball through the right side. Going first to third. DeLucio and Italians are starting to feel it these last couple of innings against Ohtani. Big opportunity in front of Sal Frelick, number 2 prospect in the Milwaukee Brewers organization. Popped up. Who's got it? Nootbaar in. DeLucio will tag, and Nootbaar's throw scares him back to third. They're loaded for Dominic Fletcher. Dominic Fletcher doesn't hit it hard, but gets it down in right field. DeLucio scores. David Fletcher will follow. Italy has cut the deficit in half.
Fighting Italians have made it a hard night here for Shohei Ohtani.
Dominic Fletcher came through with a base hit with 2 out in the 5th. That forces Hideki Kuriyama to the bullpen. Murakami on the first pitch, drives it to center field. That ball off the bottom of the wall. Murakami breaks through. In the World Baseball Classic, it's 5-2 Japan.
Left center field. Glad he's able to get some wood on it and get a result.
Okamoto goes the other way on his first pitch. That will get down and be extra bases. 2 more will score. Kazuma Okamoto, have a night. Yoshida. That ball is crushed. Dominic Fletcher hits it well, left center field, carrying back toward the wall. And that ball is gone. Dominic Fletcher with Italy's first home run of the World Baseball Classic. Down 9-3. The runners to advance, but 2 down now. Japan a strike away. Strike 3 called. Samurai Japan stays unbeaten. They're headed back to the semifinals at the World Baseball Classic. The only country to make it to the semis in every...
Yeah, obviously, you know, a very good team with a really good pitcher. So, you know, it's fun to compete at a high level. Obviously in a great place and a great stadium in front of a lot of fans. So, you know, we ran into a good team, and we're excited about, you know, what we have coming, you know, in the next World Baseball Classic.
Well, I mean, I'm a little disappointed, but I'm very, very proud. Sono orgoglioso di questa squadra. La partita stasera, questa è molto difficile. Questa è una squadra giapponese, ottima squadra, molto molto bene, ma la nostra squadra gioca bene, and they never quit. They never quit. So I'm very happy with them, and I'm very happy that they brought positive attention to baseball in Italy, and I look forward to hopefully building on this and continuing, you know, in the future. Well, I'm very proud of this team, and you know, I want the fans in Italy to know that all of these players really were honored to play for Italy, and honored to put on the Azzurri, and I think they represented the country well, and they are really very proud of their heritage, and they want to grow the game in Italy, and that's the biggest thing, that we want to try to bring awareness to baseball, and hopefully there's a new renaissance of baseball in Italy and Europe in general. I mean, there's going to be, we want to bring more investment to Italy and hopefully a better situation for the game of baseball, but I think this is a very first positive, un scala positivo.